Let's get into the cards and see what's going on. I see that you open the month with maybe feeling like you have to make a decision that is a difficult one. And I see that you may be wanting to avoid hurting someone or feeling left out in the cold. It's sort of like what I'm getting from this card. This is Two of Swords. And what I'm getting from this card is that you've got two different choices to make. And you don't really know which one to make, so you're blindfolding yourself and checking out. This is sort of like remaining aloof so that you don't have to make a decision. You don't have to choose one of these things. And I'm seeing with this card next to this one that one of the decisions may feel like either you're going to be left out in the cold, you might get left out in the cold, you're fearful of that, or that you might end up leaving someone else out in the cold. And this one is like pointing to the unknown. So it's kind of like feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place, Capricorn. You may open the month with feeling, some anxiety, some overthinking that is leaving you stagnant or just in stasis, in a place where you feel like you can't move forward because you can't really make a decision. It feels to me like you're afraid that maybe one of the decisions may lead to some financial loss or to some hardship. But I'm going to encourage you, Capricorn, to trust your intuition when it comes to this decision, because you kind of already know the answer is what High Priestess is telling me. High Priestess is a card of inner knowing. It's a card of trusting that small voice, getting quiet and listening. And, you have the wish fulfillment card here for you. This is Nine of Cups. This means satisfaction. It means wish fulfillment, feeling a sense of sensual pleasure or satiety, like feeling full, like you've just eaten a big meal and you feel satisfied. It means like feeling full, feeling satisfaction is really just one of the best ways to describe this. But with this in the reverse, there's almost like a fear that you can't have it your way, or that you can't have that wish satisfied. Like this is the thing you want, and you almost think it's too good to be true, or that it's somehow not coming to you. But I'm going to ask you to use your intuition to trust that and listen, because that's going to help inform you to making this decision that you're presented with at the beginning of the month. I'm also seeing for some of you, Capricorns, this is also just a not a warning, but a caution to not overdo it in terms of food or drink. Especially I'm getting drink with all these cups around that full moon in Taurus, because Taurus loves bed and table, and full moon in Taurus could say, be careful of overindulgence in anything having to do with food, alcohol, drugs, anything that you consume. This card in reverse can say be careful of overconsumption of anything. So that's another reading on that. But for some of you, it's going to be not really believing that what you want is available to you. And this card is here. So the wish fulfillment is showing up. But you have to remove any fears, doubts, or resistance to letting it in. And the key to that is this High Priestess card, which means trusting your intuition, getting quiet, listening to your inner small voice that knows the answer. So I'm saying you already know the answer of what decision you need to make. You may have to get past whatever fears, doubts, or resistance there is regarding making a decision that feels like it could lead to loss, and push through that. And the wish fulfillment can be here. It is here. It's just you have to allow it in. In the middle of the month, you have 2 9s in a row, and then you have 4 of Cups and Queen of Cups. So for some of you, you may be resisting an offer of help or an offer of love. This is 4 of Cups. So 4 of Cups usually has to do with picking your head up to see what's being offered to you. It's sort of like when the divine wants to bring in more love, more passion, more something you really love and enjoy. But I call this the Rip Van Winkle card because this figure, you can see the weeds are growing around him. And he's just focused on what has been, what is, and what will be. And he thinks that it's all the same, like it's just the same old, same old. And because he's focused on that, he's missing this cup that's being offered. So in the reverse position too, it's saying that it's even more checked out. And you may, if you're feeling bored, lonely, tired, aloof, like depressed, mid-month, there's a Queen of Cups person who could really help you with that, Capricorn. This is usually a water sign. This is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And this person really has mastery over the heart and over the emotions. For some of you, this is going to be a counselor. For some of you, this could be a friend, a mother, family member, sister, just good, trusted confidant who really understands matters of the heart. This is really like a soft person. And if you're having any feelings of, is that all there is? Mid-month, because that's what Four of Cups is about. Like there's a certain amount in November that I'm getting for you where you may feel like checked out. Especially if you feel like you've been overthinking things and you're worn out. These two together really say, Nine of Swords is overthinking, too many thoughts. And Nine of Wands means feeling like you keep getting knocked down and need to get back up. Like, this card really means, I call this the Cool Hand Luke card because he keeps getting knocked down and getting back up. I sometimes use the phrase like that Zen Buddhist phrase of fall down 7 times, stand up 8. This kind of tells me that you may be feeling worn out in the middle of the month, like having overthought things or just being mentally exhausted, as well as Nine of Wands it's the survivor card, but you might be in survival mode, like middle of the month. And in which case, if you are feeling any sort of strains of like, is that all there is? Is that all it's ever going to be? Am I just going to be stuck in this rat race? Is it always going to be the same thing? This Queen of Cups can really help you see this new love, this new passion, this new idea. Really, cups are heart and emotional energy. She holds a big cup of that. She knows how to connect to the heart. She's like a master in terms of connecting to her own heart. And she can help you connect to yours and open you back up. If you're feeling like the weeds are growing around you, or you've kind of lost track of your dreams, or, you feel like, it's just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's the same day over and over again. If any of you are getting that sort of hamster wheel feeling, rely on a Queen of Cups person here, because she can really help open that up for you. Help connect you to your dreams, especially mid-month. And then I see, there's a softness coming in. And she may even help you remember like what it felt to be like a child again. 6 of Cups has to do with feeling childlike, innocent, opening up your heart. I really get the sense that if you feel closed off in any way, feel like your wishes can't come to you, feel like you're being presented with the hard decisions, always, rock in a hard place, survival mode, really lean on this Queen of Cups person, because she's going to help you connect to your heart and help you remember what it felt like to be a child again, full of pureness, open-heartedness, radiance, joy, kindness, innocence. This can also be sentimentality, thinking about the past or connecting with someone from childhood. It can be a reunion card. And you can see the softness and the sweetness that this card represents. So this is sort of like rekindling the softness and the sweetness of your own heart and remembering what it felt like to be a child again. So really do lean on this Queen of Cups energy. There's going to be somebody who's going to be a good mentor or advisor to you in the middle of the month, Capricorn. And she's also, see all these pearls? She's going to have some sort of pearl of wisdom for you. So whatever that might mean. You are going to have to assert your boundaries regarding something at the end of the month. And if you're dealing with someone who's being underhanded or breaking the rules, criminality, deceptiveness, trying to get away with something, this either needs to be you, Capricorn, or you need to draw upon the knowledge of a Queen of Swords person. Usually this is an air sign, so Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, they can really help with this sort of thing. Or it just may be you as the archetype of Queen of Swords having to assert boundaries with anyone who may be violating your boundaries. And I get the sense that you're able to be very clear and direct. That's the high side of Queen of Swords. She's very blunt. She knows where her boundaries are, and so she can enforce them easily. And if anyone transgresses those, she can just, tell them where to go. So Queen of Swords, you may have to assert some Queen of Swords energy towards the end of the month, especially if anyone is transgressing your boundaries. But I get the sense that you're very clear on where that is and that you can do that. If not, you can have someone help you with that who has Queen of Swords energy. And then at the end of the month, I see the Six of Wands in reverse here. Six of Wands is a card of success, triumph, victory. And just like this Nine of Cups, these cards of, wish fulfillment, success, victory, all of that are here for you. But I'm going to ask you, Capricorn, why are they in reverse? What is the fear, doubt, or resistance that is plaguing you to not receiving the wish fulfillment, the satisfaction, or the recognition, status, triumph, promotion? You have to really see yourself as the person on the horse before anyone else can recognize you as that. So this is status, recognition, victory, triumph, success. This is all here for you. But you have to assert yourself. I'm really getting that these two are linked. You've got two queens, which is very powerful energy surrounding the Six of Wands. But you have to kind of defend your space and be assertive in order to allow the Six of Wands to come in, this victory, success, triumph. You have to really believe it, because with these in reverse, it's telling me there's something that you don't believe that you can have your wishes fulfilled. You don't believe that you are going to be recognized or promoted or get the status or have the success, triumph, victory. With all these in reverse, I'm really also getting it's pointing back to this Queen of Cups person. You really need this support of someone who is very skilled in the ways of the heart to help you connect to your own authority, your own agency, the definitions and boundaries, and it may help you turn some of these around in regards to your heart and status and victory, triumph, recognition. This person's going to be very helpful to you this month. So that's my reading, Capricorn. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to share it with another Capricorn.